Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's Christelle. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, we're gonna get into all the tea because listen, I'm always gonna tell y'all the real. Of course, I love content creation. I love being a nano influencer. I love it. I love it. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Be for real. Like, if I could have watched a video like this before I quit, I would have. Do I regret quitting? No. No. But should I have done things differently? Yes. So we're gonna get into all of that. Basically what I want to go over is my timeline, like my journey, what I've been doing, like why I quit, what I've been doing since, the pros, the cons, and what people say, like what I've experienced being a content creator, being an entrepreneur, and then like, you know, any regrets I have, where I see myself, and obviously my concluding thoughts. So yeah, I know how y'all like to tussle. Definitely read the description. I'll have the chapters in there so you can skip around. I'm a marketing girl through and through. Got both my degrees in it, double degree and master's in marketing, period. I love content creation. I've always been the social media kind of girly of my group. So in November 2022, quit my job because of my mental, like it just was not aligned with what I wanted for myself, how I wanted to be paid, who I wanted to work with, what I wanted to do. Like it was just not adding up, and so I left because it was my birthday, and I was also slick out of PTO, and it was my birthday, so it's like I'm not working on my birthday, babe. So if it's no PTO, I guess it's time for me to go. But yeah, I just was like, yeah, I need to be free. You know, I'm young. I'm 23 currently. At the time I quit, I was like just about to turn 23, literally like the weekend before, and I was just like, yeah, this is not giving, and I don't have to be here. So anyway, always had my own business. I've always wanted my own outlet, to be creative, to have a space. And so yeah, I've had my business, but it was on the back burner because, you know, we live in America and we have to work. So you have to work. We have to work in order to live, in order to survive. And working is supposed to like take 40 hours, but some jobs is giving 60, 80. Like it's not giving at the end of the day. And so like I was so burnt out from working that I didn't have time to focus on my business, and so I didn't like that. I actually, what really like triggered me is like I got like a letter from our like Georgia LLC business office, and they were like, yeah, like is this still an active business? Like do you need to dissolve your business? I was like, whoa, not y'all contacting me about my inactive business while I'm out here at this job not liking it. Just a reality check. It was like, you could be making your own moves, but you're letting your business literally like pass away, flail into the wind, and you're not doing anything about it, and you're unhappy. So it's like, choose one. What are you gonna do? I was dreading going to work. I was not eating throughout the day. I worked at a marketing agency, and for those of you who don't know, marketing agencies are really cool, really chill. You get happy hours, and there's, you know, bar carts in the office, and you can wear jeans and t-shirts, and you know, it's a real chill vibe. But that's like like that's the bells and whistles, and they do that because they want you to work the jobs of 2 and 3 people because the organization runs lean. And then all of a sudden you're at the bottom of the level, but you're working with SVPs and VPs, but your pay is low, and you have a master's degree when some of the people above you don't, and there's no room for moving up. And then you only have 1 or 2 or 3 black people in the organization because everybody quit, and then turnover is high, and then you're like, whoa. It just wasn't for me. I'm out of college, you know, I'm young, I was trying to just, you know, be lit, have fun, working girl. It was cute. It was a little aesthetic for a minute, you know, get ready with me, you know, day in the life of an office baddie. But going in and like working with client services, when you have clients who want to talk crazy and you can't say nothing back, I was just like, yeah. Slowly but surely, it was just a tick. And I started to see the politics and how I would do things, and how there would be expectations placed upon me. If you want me to be on until 10 o'clock, that's crazy to me. And then I was like, yeah, I'm too young to be stressed about this. I'm too young to be in meetings back to back. Meetings every day meetings. Meetings 8:30 to 5:30 for what? There's no reason. So I got really annoyed, y'all. I realized real quick, real soon, that it's like, if you're not happy, you need to do something about it. Was it crazy for me to just up and quit? Low key, especially not having money saved up, which is really the only reason why I started the video how I did. It's like, do not just think you're about to quit, become an influencer and influence and immediately get rich. That's literally not how it works. I'm here to tell you right now. I don't know who needs to hear this. Let me say it again. You think you're about to quit your job, become an influencer overnight, and get rich? It's not going to be like that, babe. Now, I don't want to say never. God is a God of miracles and wonders, and you never know. Like, blessings can fall right into your lap. My bills have been paid. I've gotten brand deals, but is it enough to make a living? Eventually it will be. I have a lot of faith in that, and that's what I want for myself. But in the beginning, I was at a point in my career where I was only getting gifted collabs and I quit. If you're at a point where you're constantly getting 4 or 5 figure brand deals, there's also a difference between content creation and influencing, but for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna kind of use them interchangeably. But like, if you're at a point where you are being monetized because of your platforms, whether that is because of your ability to create content or your ability to influence, then okay, period, quit your job. But if you don't have that and you don't have at least 6 months of savings, do not quit your job. So I quit my job in November of 2022. It was my birthday. So we was up, we was lit. Then it was Thanksgiving. I was with my family. Holidays, Christmas. I took the rest of 2022 off. Started back in 2023. We'll see what's about to happen next. Okay, so it's a new year. I'm like, okay, period. I'm doing this full time. I started my YouTube channel. It's actually been 6 full months since my first video, and I'm almost at 500 subscribers. So I'm super excited about that. I really love this platform. I've always wanted to have a YouTube. I always envisioned like I'd lose a whole bunch of weight and that would be my first YouTube video, and then I realized I'm not gonna wait for things to happen before I start reaching for my goals, because I'm worthy of them now. So period. Started my YouTube journey. I was starting to pivot from gifted collabs to paid collabs, and I also invested in a course with Sidewalker Daily. I know before you start running and screaming and clicking off, that I know that everybody's like, course. Oh my gosh, courses are a scam. It was expensive. It was a band, but it is the most detailed course I've ever seen in this content creation and influencing like system. I've learned a lot, and it's helped me to get ahead in my journey. Now you have the course for life, and it's up to you to finish the course and like do the work. But you know, I'm not even finished with the course, and I've already seen how like it's positioned me as more professional and gotten more open doors than me trying to DIY it, or me just buying a random like pitch from somebody, because that's not what we should be doing either. If there's anything I'm talking about that you would like to know more about, please leave it down below in the comments. I'm happy to answer questions or even make a video about it. I'm always looking for YouTube video ideas. So yeah, first 6 months I put business on the list. I have a business, Creatively Christelle. Like I said, I'm a marketing girl, and I have 3 pillars of Creatively Christelle. So there's my marketing services. If you're a brand, if you're a business, if you're a company, and you need social media strategy tips. I didn't say I'm running your social media, but if you like, oh, I don't know what to post, I don't know when to post, I don't know the tools, like, well, how do I build my brand, how do I name my brand, like things of that nature and more, check out my website. It will be in the description. That's what I do for you. Then for content creators, for me myself, there's so many things that I wish I could have somebody do. Making a media kit, a portfolio, I have templates for that, or I can make them for you. Making thumbnails, I'm trying to get into making my intro, like making intros bags, like other things. I have a content creator hub, and just like in general, little graphics, little things just to make it easier for us, for y'all, for me, for you. That's also there. And then I have digital products, which is a very lucrative industry that, I don't know, there's just been a block for me, but I'm about to whip that block out of here, because that's how I know I'm going to scale my business to a 6-figure business, by having digital products. Why? Because it's so great. Like, you make the product once, and then you sell it, promote it, and it makes money for you in your sleep. Anyway, those are my 3 pillars of Creatively Christelle. So working on fleshing that out, I redid my website. Like, I finally had the time, first of all, to work my business. But actually, before I even get into that, quitting my job allowed me so much time to focus on myself, my health, my wellness. I got back into the gym. I started working out with a personal trainer. I was able to start cooking and eating well and sleeping well. And like, granted, my sleep routine was kind of, because, you know, as a creator, sometimes I struggle. Like, I get just a burst of creative motivation at midnight, and then all of a sudden it's 4 a.m. and I'm like, whoa, I need to go to bed. So I'm working on it, but like, all in all, yeah, I was able to take care of myself, work on my business, and establish myself as a creator. I got this camera that I'm filming on. Love it, the Sony ZV-1F. I did an unboxing that went, I don't know, I'm really bad at quantifying viral because I feel like I haven't gone viral on TikTok for real, but it has a decent amount of views and likes, etc. So I learned about UGC and started pitching to brands. I started landing deals even on Amazon. And I realized how much I love content, and that's why it was so hard for me to focus on my business before I rebranded it earlier this year, because the old way I ran my business was running people's social media accounts. I hate that. That's not what I want to do. And so because I didn't want to do that, I wasn't working on my business. Instead, I was posting on TikTok, posting on YouTube, posting on Instagram. And yes, I've gotten money from that. I've gotten deals and I've been able to work with brands, but it was not a sustainable, livable income for sure. So I knew I should have been focusing on my business, and now I finally gotten to that point. I'm excited to see what the next 6 months of 2023 looks like, because being an entrepreneur, like, there's so many different eras you'll have with your business, and like, it's a love-hate, it's a up-down, it's a constant whirlwind. But you know, if I really tap in, which I have no choice but to lock in, I know it'll be great. I pitch content, which is my ability to create content, which is the premise of UGC. So user generated content is content that I create as a user that brands can then use and post on their website, their page, their socials, whatever. And so you can pitch content, or you can pitch influence, or you can pitch both. I like to pitch both because I do have a little influence going on. So it's like, I'll pitch my content with social amplification. I started to venture into different areas, and like, deals that I wanted to get, like hair deals, I started to get those. Like, I really wanted to be on Sephora Squad. I did not make it in, but I will be trying again. So yeah, that was a whole thing. So many gifted collabs. You can see my portfolio. It's thatgirlchristelle.com. I made that on Canva. That's my portfolio. And you can see the brands I've worked with through many different platforms. I want to be paid. So in the past 6 months, I've basically gone from just creating content to creating good content to creating good content in order to get gifted, and now I'm going from gifted to paid collaborations. I've been talking about myself a lot. Let's talk about the concept in general. Obviously, like with my experience, what I've experienced, but yeah. Being a content creator, I categorize it as you're an entrepreneur, you're working for yourself, and there's lots of pros and there's lots of cons, and there's kind of like the ugly or in the middle, and it's like what other people say. Let's go through the pros. You're your own boss, you know, no annoying co-workers, office politics, like you can set your own schedule, you're free to travel, like the fact that you don't have to request off, it's just amazing to me, you know. You can hang out with your friends. Like, I just be like, hey, you want to go grab lunch? Hey, you want to go here? Like, when we go on trips for the weekend, I don't have to rush back to be back on Monday. I can stay however long because I don't have to clock into the office on Monday, you know. And more time to work on my wellness, learning how to like brand yourself, like building your own brand, seeing people like follow you and be inspired by you, like seeing your editing style transform, seeing just the progress you're making and having it be recorded. It's literally recorded and documented in a nice way for you on your platforms. It's really just nice to see. Your reach is literally increasing. You never know who you can reach, who you can inspire, who literally needs to be encouraged by you. Like, I really believe that, you know, it's really hard because social media can be such a negative place, and like, I used to be like, dang, like, is it possible for me to like really make a difference or inspire or to share love? And it's like, yeah, and that's my responsibility, and I believe that's literally why I'm here on this earth and why God has me and has created me to be who I am. Is to love, is to serve, and is to inspire and to encourage, and my reach increases and I'm able to share those gifts with people through my online presence. So I've also built confidence. It takes confidence to be a content creator, and you can fake it until you make it, period. It's also cool. Like, a lot of people honestly wish that they could be content creators. It seems like second nature to me, making a video, editing, like getting the aesthetic girl thing down, and a lot of people can't do that. So it's a little like, yeah, I'm a content creator, period. Like, it's cool, I like it. For the cons of, you know, content creation and influencing, like I said, social media can be draining. A lot of it is cap, and unfortunately people build trust, but the bag is too big, so now their values are compromised just because of a check, you know. And so that gives the whole influencing content creation space a bad rep. You have to do it for like yourself. Nobody can do it for you. I quit my job, and again, for the last 2 months of 2022, I was celebrating, I was working, I was shopping, I was sleeping, I was resting. I needed that. I needed it. But I did that for 2 months instead of, like, you know, I didn't really work, and thus I didn't have any income for 2 months. So it's like, if you're not gonna do it, nobody can do it for you. You don't have the steadiness of a check coming in on the 1st and the 15th. You don't have, unless, you know, you have a monthly retainer like with a brand. It's like, it's just so up and down. The finances are so up and down. This has been the most challenging year of finances for me, but in the second half of 2023, that's not gonna be my story. I'm claiming it, and we're gonna claim it for you too, because it's really rough. It really is rough being a content creator, because people want you to do stuff for free, because again, people don't respect content creation, low-key. They wish they could do it. They also recognize they don't know how to do it, but once you're doing it, they're like, ah, anybody can do that. Oh, it's not a real job. Why should I pay you for that? Oh, you should do this for free. Oh, like, no. There's a lot. I'll get into that though. You have to be disciplined. You will not be successful as a content creator if you're not disciplined. If you're not always going to be motivated, again, because this is social media. It's so easy to compare, to get defeated, to feel defeated. You know, there was a point where I had to get off and stop like consuming, because there was this girl I followed. I love her content, and it's just like everything she posted, it went viral, everything. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? And I was like, wow, I live at home. I'm not in the aesthetic luxury high rise, and I'm a plus size dark skinned girl. It's like, I'm not the ideal beauty standard when it comes to influencing, and I recognize that, and it makes it harder. Everything makes it harder, because everything is about aesthetics. So it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot sometimes, and it feels like it's not worth it, and it feels like other people who do the bare minimum get farther ahead just because they're pretty and shiny and da 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 da, and like, you know, it's like, or they live in a space that's aesthetic. It's just a lot sometimes, is what I'm saying all that to say. You have to find a balance. You cannot succumb to hustle culture. It's really easy to hustle, but I like my peace. And there has to be a balance, and in order for me to be whole and healed and well, hustling just doesn't go with that. Now, might have to hustle for a season? Yeah, probably, and I probably should do more of it, but for that to be the constant go 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 is not healthy, and that will also lead to burnout, which is why I quit my job. So I can't quit content because I don't want to, and I don't want it to get to that point. So there's that. Your money sometimes is tied to how well you perform, and that's when you go the influencer route. When you go to content, you're pitching the content, you do the content, whatever happens from there happens from there. But like, if you're really trying to be an influencer, and like even regardless, if you're posting, if you're in this space and you're posting, you're shadow banned and you're not seeing the results, it gets hard. And it's like, wow, what am I doing this for? Is this dumb? Is this cringe? Like, you have those days, and I'm not gonna lie, they're hard, but you know, we always get back up. The algorithm, sometimes it just be algorithming. We'll leave it at that. Sometimes it's like, bro, like, I did all that work for what? But you never know. We don't delete videos around here because you never know when they'll pick back up. Do not soft life yourself into debt. It's so easy, again, because you literally know. And I did this with Sephora, I will admit. I wanted to be in Sephora Squad, so I started to buy more Sephora products. I love Sephora. I am a Rouge member. But do I need all the makeup that I have? Absolutely not. But I saw this content creator, this influencer with this. So I was like, oh, I have to get this. And I have to go to Target and do a Target haul when I should take myself to Walmart. It's like, come on. Like, do not get into the idea. Like, stop looking left and right. Like, oh my gosh, she posted this, so I need to go get this. Like, do not soft girl, luxury aesthetic yourself into debt. It's really easy to do that, and that's one of my biggest regrets. Of course, everything is bounce backable, but I'm telling you this now so that you don't fall into the trap. So like sometimes you get burnt out, right? It's just life happens. And so it's a battle of like, oh my gosh, I have to be consistent, because if I stop being consistent, the algorithm's not gonna like that and I'm a flop like for a while. Or is it like, okay, no, I am the content, so if I'm not feeling well, I'm not creating, because I'm not creating to the best of my ability, and I believe in doing things to the best of my ability. So it's like, you know, if I'm not able to pour into this and give it my best, I don't want it to go out. But then it's like, what if that requires 2 weeks of me not posting? Then what? Is my algorithm like clout gonna melt away? Like, and that's the question I don't have an answer for, but it's like something to think about. I just got out of a slump and I wasn't posting as much on TikTok, and it took a while for my numbers to get back to average and like, you know, peak again. But you know, we move. I'm the content. So if I'm not okay, the content's not getting created. And as scary as that might be, as somebody who knows and understands the importance of consistency, I still have to choose me, period. Here's the things that I've heard, or like what to expect from your friends, your family, like strangers. They're not gonna get it. They're literally not. They're not. I'm like the only person in my generation in my family. So them seeing me on YouTube editing, seeing me walk around with a camera. I went on vacation earlier. You should check out my videos, all my travel videos. I went to Senegal. It was a girls trip with my mom and all her friends. She paid, all expenses paid, thank God. Thank God for her, because I literally could not go if it was on my own dime. Enjoyed myself, and you know, they were talking about life, and like they're asking me what I did, and you know, I'm like, well, I work in marketing. I'm a content creator. And they saw me with my tripod, because I keep that tripod on me, okay? And they saw me, and I was taking pictures wherever we went, and I was vlogging, and they were literally trying to rain on my parade. I was like, whoa. They were like, oh my gosh, put that away. And then one of them, like, we were having a conversation, and she pulls me, well, not pulls me to the side, but we were having like a kind of one-off, and she was like, well, when are you gonna get like a real job? Like, this is nice to do on the side, but, and it's like, I understand where you're coming from, because again, I'm looking at my bank statements and I'm like, ugh. But I know what fulfills me, and I know that content is a part of me as a marketer, and I've focused a lot in it, and I should probably put more into my digital products, into my actual services for my clients. But it's still a job. It's still something I can make a lot of money from. Don't let nobody say there's money in the content creator like budget. These brands, they have the budget for it. Nobody's buying commercials and ads. There's probably, well, there's not an ad on this video yet because I'm not monetized yet, but when there is, somebody's going to skip because nobody watches ads anymore. But you're on social media all day, I guarantee you that there is budget for content creation. People are making 6-7 figures just from content. Like, please spare me. But people don't understand that. So you're gonna get a whole lot of people who either loudly disagree with what you're doing, do not understand it, talk down on it, or they don't support you at all. Supporting your content creator friends is free. Click on the video, like it, comment, share it. It's that simple. I didn't ask you to buy anything. I follow, subscribe, even if you're not on YouTube. It's like, it's not too much to ask, but people honestly will not support you until you make it big, or until you get that good brand deal, or until you get that sponsorship. And it's unfortunate to see, but again, one of my friends, my mentor, Nelly, the best to ever do it, she's on the road to 1K. She told me, like, these people are not your target audience. Your friends and your family are probably not your target audience. Like, I create content for the girls. And you're like, what is this? Day in the life of, like, what? That's not what they want to watch. Like, they might want to watch pranks, or they might want to watch, like, home decor. I'm not doing that. I'm doing me. I'm me. Like, this is my life. This is what it's beauty, it's wellness, it's lifestyle, it's self-care, it's fashion. And not everybody in my family and friends is going to understand that. So when your people who you expect to support you don't, they should, but what helps me get through is like, bruh, they're not in my target audience, so they'd be messing up my analytics anyway. The whole concept of it not being a real job is insane to me. The amount of time it takes to script content, record, film, edit, choose music, create a thumbnail, export, upload, like, it's a real job. And then pitch and reach out to brands and correspond, it's a real job. I have a separate email because it's a real job. So don't let anybody play with you. It's a real job, okay? Every time I post a video, usually I promote on like Instagram or you know, Lemonade or TikTok. And I was looking through my analytics the other day and I saw that I'm getting most of my viewers from YouTube. People who are on the platform who are either searching my content or it's coming up in the recommendations. And I saw that people who are coming from Instagram, it's 1% of my traffic. I'm still gonna promote, but it's just to put it in perspective. It's like the amount of people converting from Instagram is 1%. Like, you don't have to break your back promoting to people who are not in your target audience. You know what I mean? That's not to say to not promote your content. I'm just saying it puts it in perspective. Feeling cringe, not wanting to record like in public, I understand all those things. It's a lot and it comes with the territory, and if you want it bad enough, you'll do it. There's so many things people don't think about when they're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a content creator. Like, you have to be able to be confident and to stand in your truth, because sometimes it's crazy walking around with a camera, a tripod, a phone, a portable light. People will look at you, people will stare, and you either ignore them because you're the main character or you stare back, period. Do I regret quitting my job? No. Absolutely not. But I wish I had saved more, and I wish I really knew all the work it was going to take and how much time it takes to get to that return on your investment. I know it's worth it. I see it for myself. I'm going to be a successful content creator. I am going to make more than a livable wage and income, a salary from it. But it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's so possible, but you know, it's not an easy 1-2 quit my job, $1 million, rich, content in Dubai on a brand trip for free. Like, it's not easy like 1, 2, 3. So I just wanted to put that out there in case you was just thinking that it's an easy 1-2, because it's not. It's been a challenging year, but God provides for me. I'm covered, things are paid. Like, whenever I'm getting low, a random brand deal or a random affiliate marketing payout will come through. It's like everything is working together, but it is hard. It's a lot of work, and you have to think about that before you make a career switch. I love YouTube. I honestly want it to be my main platform. I would really love for this to be my biggest one. TikTok is fun, but I mean, it could be banned at any point. And then Instagram is just too much pressure to be an IG baddie. Like, it's just too much. I'm gonna post, you know, hide my likes and go on about my day. So feel free to follow me on there at thatgirlchristelle and everything. But yeah, as a content creator, you have to be like, I love the aesthetics, but I'm also an authentic person. It's okay to be both, you know? So make sure also within it that you're not trying to be someone else, or you're not getting lost in the sauce, because it's real easy to be like that. So, you know, remember why you're here. At least for me, I'm here to love, I'm here to serve, I'm here to inspire, and I'm here to be for real. So yeah, again, I don't regret anything because I had to do what I had to do for my mental, but it's like, if I could go back, I would save more money and I would really prepare myself mentally and be like, Chris, like, this is gonna be a lot of work. You got it, but just don't think it's about to be easy, because it's not. It's possible, but it's not easy, but it is worth it. That's really all I have to say. If you're watching, this is just me. Like, if you've quit your job, or if you're thinking about it, or like wherever you're at in your content creation journey, your influencer journey, just let's talk in the comments. Like, I really want this to be a community. Like, you never know who you'll reach or who can relate. Crazy out here in these streets. But again, thank you so much for watching. It would mean so much to me if you were to subscribe, leave a comment, share, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. You know, I'm always here. I'm going to be giving y'all the real, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Much love always. I'll see you in the next video, and yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And unless you got that money saved, don't quit your job, but content creation and influencing is worth it. So those are my main takeaways. If you want to work with me in marketing, if you're a content creator that needs support, or if you have a business and you need digital marketing, I'm your girl. But yeah, I'm really gonna leave y'all with that. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.